Good morning, wonderful listeners. Thank you for joining us for another Power Pop. I was talking with my husband, who is an architect, about how amazed I am that he is able to put all of the things he has to do for his clients together and make them happen. He's got to be really right-brained and really left-brained, and he's got details all over the place, and he's got to be creative. And I asked him, how in the world do you manage to make all that happen? And he said, I had to learn to be really disciplined. It got me thinking about what is discipline and how it impacts all of us. Discipline is often seen as a key to success and is a foundational element of personal growth, whether it's in your career, your health, relationships, or personal goals. Discipline helps you stay on track and reach your full potential. At its core, discipline is the ability to control your behavior, emotions, and thoughts in the face of external demands. It involves setting clear goals, adhering to rules, and following through on commitments, even when the process is difficult. Discipline requires consistency, perseverance, and self-control, qualities that, over time, can lead to the development of strong, positive habits. I read an interesting quote that said, discipline is the ability to make yourself do something you don't want to do in order to get something you want. That pretty much sums it up. The reason it's so important to be disciplined is that you can achieve goals, whether it's personal growth, career progression, maintaining relationships. It helps you break down larger goals into smaller, actionable steps and ensures that you stay committed to these tasks. Without discipline, goals can remain distant dreams, forever unattainable because the necessary work to achieve them is not done. How many of us know people who really, really want something, and you say to them, so cool, what are you doing to make that happen? And they go, well, I haven't figured that out yet, but I really want it. 2, 3, 5 years from now, they're still going to be really wanting it. But if they're not disciplined enough to create an action plan and move ahead, it will just be a dream. When you're disciplined, it helps you with time management. Time is a finite resource, and discipline plays a crucial role in how effectively you manage it. By cultivating self-control, you can prioritize your tasks, reduce procrastination, and maintain consistency in your routines. This leads to better time management, which allows you to accomplish more without feeling overwhelmed. And that's pretty much what my husband does. It's just fascinating to watch how he does that. Being disciplined also contributes to better physical and mental health, whether it's sticking to a workout routine, maintaining a healthy diet, or managing stress. Discipline is the anchor that helps you make good decisions. Consistently adhering to healthy habits like exercising and sleeping well creates long-term positive outcomes. Discipline fosters mental strength and helps you stay calm and focused in stressful situations. When you're disciplined, it also helps build stronger relationships because it's the ability to be consistent and communicate effectively and respect boundaries, all of which really foster a positive, happy relationship. These qualities will foster trust and mutual respect, which are essential for healthy and enduring relationships. And when you're disciplined, it will create self-respect and confidence. You'll be able to take pride in your accomplishments. Every time you follow through on a commitment, even if it's a small task, you build confidence in your ability to achieve. This boosts your self-esteem. The more you prove to yourself that you can stay disciplined and accomplish what you set out to do, the more you respect yourself and your abilities. Without discipline, procrastination becomes a major hurdle. Tasks pile up, deadlines are missed, and opportunities slip away. The habit of putting things off can prevent you from achieving your goals. You might find yourself constantly starting things but never finishing them, leading to a lack of progress and an overwhelming sense of frustration. Of course, when you do that, you get inconsistent results. The lack of discipline leads to inconsistency, which in turn results in erratic or minimal progress. For instance, if you're trying to get fit but lack the discipline to work out regularly, your results will be slow or non-existent. Without discipline, you might find yourself swinging from one extreme to another, unable to maintain a steady course toward your objectives, which will also lead to increased stress and anxiety. You might struggle with time management, which means you're letting people down, and that will stress you and cause you to be anxious. You're leaving important tasks until the last minute or failing to prepare adequately for your challenges. As a result, you constantly feel behind or unprepared and overwhelmed. The mental burden of uncompleted tasks or ignored responsibility can negatively affect your emotional well-being. Over time, these habits can accumulate and lead to physical and mental health issues, such as weight gain, exhaustion, and burnout. A lack of discipline may also manifest in addictive behaviors like smoking, drinking, or excessive screen time, all of which can have detrimental effects on your overall quality of life. Being undisciplined will cause your relationships to suffer. For example, if you're inconsistent in how you treat others or fail to follow through on your promises, your trust can be destroyed. Relationships thrive on dependability, and without discipline, those connections can weaken. Moreover, if you cannot control impulsive behaviors or emotional reactions, conflicts can arise more frequently, creating a toxic environment for both you and those around you. And with all that falling apart, your self-esteem will probably be pretty low. You will feel inadequate, you'll have a lot of self-doubt, and you will diminish in your confidence. The constant cycle of unfulfilled promises to yourself and others can erode your self-worth, leaving you stuck in a cycle of self-blame and frustration. It's important to know that discipline is not just about creating rigid rules or restrictions in your life. It's about fostering a mindset that values commitment, consistency, and long-term goals. If you want to create discipline, there are some things you can do. It's about developing habits that help you stay focused, organized, and motivated so you can achieve your goals. Instead of vague goals like get fit, set specific goals like exercise for 30 minutes or walk 5 times a week. Make your long-term goals manageable by breaking them into smaller, actionable steps. Develop a routine because consistency is key. A daily routine helps your body and mind get used to a schedule. Start with small, easy steps and then build from there. If you decide you're going to walk 3 hours a day, you might do it once or twice and realize it doesn't work. So how about walking for 20 minutes and then building on that? Make sure you allocate specific times for different things. For example, set aside time for work, time for exercise, time to eat, and time to relax. And then eliminate distractions. Limit your social media and set boundaries on how often and when you check your phone. Create a focused environment so that distractions are minimized, making it easier to concentrate. And then hold yourself accountable. Once you set a reasonable action goal, then expect yourself to do it. If you do all these things, you will be able to become as disciplined as you want to be, and you will create the life you want. So the bottom line is that discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It may not always be easy, but the difference between mediocrity and success, chaos and order, regret and accomplishment are all determined by how disciplined your approach to life is. You can unlock your potential and create a future that contains all your hopes and dreams. Thank you for being with us for another Power Pop. We hope you will go out and create your perfect life.